All right, guys, topic of the day. There was a stat that came out that was really interesting. Until last season, every NBA Finals in the last 15 years included either Duncan, Kobe, or Wade. Kenny, do you think Wade's impact on the NBA has gone underrated?
I think it has. I would say that I can't name 3 two guards in the history.
But to play as the Miami Heat
We're at the Amway Center.
against
The crowd is on their feet already. We've got Miami and the Orlando Magic. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke.
Wait, here you go.
So here's Miami starting.
Ooh.
Dang and Bosh, your small and powerful.
Oh, shoot.
Dragic has joined in the back.
No.
And it's
Too
right
slow.
side and at the 5 spot. Oladipo, good.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
And Victor Oladipo with the elite athleticism and
There we go.
versatility to be a perennial all-star. We've seen the second-year phenom line up as a 1. He's played off guard. He's even played a little small forward in his time in the league.
And he has that quickness, length, and power combo to be a lockdown defender at all of those positions as well. So that's why he was the co-defensive player of the year coming out.
Wow.
And he gets the bucket.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
He's not really through.
The drive by Wade. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Wade's got his first.
What I'm talking about.
You know, back to Oladipo, he has a tremendously quick first step. Finished second in the slam dunk contest to Zach LaVine. Some dunks he's had in regular season play, downright nasty.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. And they double up Payton.
And talking about Oladipo's explosiveness, we're starting to see it in his overall scoring as well. Had his first back-to-back 30-point games this year against Chicago and Houston. If he keeps improving at this rate, could be an all-NBA first team.
Nah, he's not a three-point. I should have not done that.
You don't want your best shooter heaving up that shot.
Exactly. Even the top 3-point specialists in the league would probably catch heat for
Nah, he's too open. He's too open.
Fournier's shot is
Oh, he didn't drain that. Boys, come on.
Such an open look.
You're a B. That's enough for me to try to make it. Oh.
Pushing it up. The shot's
nice.
Fournier's got his first points in this one.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
There we go.
It's going to be Wade shooting. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. Dwayne Wade continues, Clark, to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now, mid-range jumper heavy.
And for Wade and his change in style.
No, don't make that. Thank you.
Guys his age can't continue to hit the floor as often as he's used to and expect to make it all the way through the season.
Come on, Wade. You could at least try to make those shots.
Shooting the ball so far. Gordon with a screen on Dang. Payton with the ball. He's picked up on right side.
Damn it.
Good. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
And, you know, in general, back to Wade now. All the greats evolve and add to their games as their careers move forward. The best way to stay relevant in the NBA is by adding to your game and honing your skills.
And it's Wade again missing.
Wow.
You're not going to see that very
I don't think I'm going to win this game with the way I'm managing my scores, the way I'm desperately shooting. I think I'm going to be able to make it.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. That's good.
And they're ahead by 1 point.
And the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case,
Oh,
you can mark those up.
come on. You could have easily made that.
Wade brings the double team. Gordon with a screen on Deng. Excellent use of the screen. They got 5.
A good open look. Home to 3.
Dragic with it. Now Payton defending. They can't stop the run with that one.
Is it the
And once again, last season, the Magic were near the bottom of the East. Only 15 wins for them against the rest of that conference.
Here's Deng. And again,
wow.
It's the Heat missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Picked by Vucevic. Payton drives in. Gordon the pass to Fournier. Vucevic. Bosch with some nice D. And the Magic have been a bit of a doormat for the East the last few seasons, it seems, Clark.
Well, we'll put some numbers on.
Come on, boss.
They've finished in the bottom 3 each of the last 3 seasons. The plan is to collect talent, and they've done that, but it hasn't gelled or matured to the point of being consistent yet. Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And it's blocked by Deng. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Deng. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Nicholson comes in for Aaron Gordon. Hezonja, he's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Jennings in for Elfrid Payton. And a new group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire, he's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Stoudemire following the basket by Brandon Jennings. The quick
wow.
look, no good that time.
And that's the
wow.
shot he has to take.
Exactly, that's the right look.
None of the scores are.
Good, he just didn't execute.
Here's Nicholson, drops in the lane
wow.
for 2.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Back to Dragic. To halt the run. That's good. Dragic has got his 2nd bucket of the night. 8 seconds left in the first quarter.
Come on.
The drive by Jennings. No good.
Come on.
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player.
I was obsessed with the NBA.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, love for his attitude and ability.
And they get the ball.
You know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does.
Sure.
But inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Well, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Dragic is
I
out
would think
there
of
with
something.
Richardson. Then it's Winslow. Then there's Johnson. And it's Stoudemire in at the center. Amari Stoudemire, with the change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
God.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Outside Jennings. Teardrop shot. He lays
Wow.
it in.
No, damn it, Heat. That Heat head coach was a timeout now.
They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That wasn't an
That's
easy
gotta be
basket,
job
dumb
number
bomb.
1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Brandon Jennings. Josh McRoberts has checked in for the Heat. Wade comes in for Goran Dragic. The drive by Wade, and he jams it with authority.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on.
How was that
like
even
that,
possible?
Kevin, when the
How?
the
guy was right in front of him. Richard, where's Richard?
Right there, just too much.
Richard. I need you right now. Richard, I need you to.
Now here's Richardson. He's covered by Watson.
8.
To Richardson.
Bam.
Johnson the screen.
Damn.
Richardson, good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Watson, the pass to Hazanya. Nicholson dishes to Marble. 6 to shoot. They set the screen.
Taking too long.
There's Hazanya.
No.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat trail by 4. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Back to Johnson. Here's McRoberts.
Oh, no, that's too bad. Oh.
Offensive rebound. Passes it to Richardson.
Come on.
And we're now a little
God
over 2
damn
minutes into the second quarter. On up the court. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount. Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Aaron Gordon comes in for Hazanya. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Marble. And it's Payton in for C.J. Watson. And then for Miami, Whiteside's checked in for Josh McRoberts.
Damn.
Wash comes in for Johnson. And it's Dang in for Winslow. Pick by Vucevic. Dishes to Nicholson. There's
Too
the
open.
3. Bosch grabs the miss.
Psych.
He'd have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Wade makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times he can be a demanding coach.
Oladipo dishes to Nicholson.
Ah.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, in the first half
Damn.
of play,
Oh, no.
nah. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping
Come on, Richard. Come on, come on, come on.
And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in.
Oh.
Richardson kicks to Bosch from outside the arc. And again, Miami with the triple. And Greg, you're right. Skiles is what, we'd call a no-nonsense coach. Makes perfect sense when you think about the team that now Clarkie's going to go coach in Orlando.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was great at developing players, and that's exactly why the Orlando Magic hired him. Plays with an edge, but he develops players quite nicely, too.
Holds him accountable, doesn't he?
Yeah, well said.
The drive by Wade. Fires top of the key. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Wow.
There's a minute 34 left to play here in the half. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami.
Get out of my way, little mans.
Payton kicks to Oladipo. Gordon the pass to Fournier. There's the pick. Here's Payton, and stolen by Whiteside. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Wade with the ball.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state. But what about the mental toughness? Here's
wow, he missed that.
Playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years. but he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
Miami's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's Stoudemire. That falls.
Ooh.
Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Stoudemire's got his first 3 points of the game. Greg, you brought the topic of Wade. He's had a
Gordon.
Tough mental adjustments throughout his career.
Well, he's always been a guy willing to alter his game for the good of the team. That's why he's got those championship rings, Kevin. You've got to be flexible, not just talented.
Yeah, when Shaq comes in and joins him, then he had to change away when LeBron came in to play
Great
a
credit
different
to
way.
him.
Yeah.
Great credit to him.
Very admirable. Dragic kicks to Bosch. Fires for 3.
Damn.
Rebound by the Magic. 3 on 3. Oladipo dishes to Nicholson. They grab their own miss.
I'd like to see him use a little clock here.
I agree with you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
Second chance shot, and Stoudemire puts it in. Stoudemire's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat. Here's Nicholson. Can't get it to go. And the first half comes to...
Well, I'm with Eric.
I don't care.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie John, Dwayne Wade has been all over the floor tonight. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
The big positive, I think, their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going, because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan.
And they get the ball.
On our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Well, a good game tonight from D. Wade. He has 12 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball.
Give me that ball.
So in the game for the Magic, the backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post, and it's Fournier.
2 open.
at the free
God
throw. 2
damn
open
it.
that time. Made it look too easy. 6 points for Aaron Gordon. Miami leading by 5. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh.
Damn.
That is good. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Wade. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Wade's got the lead back up to 7 now for Miami. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. The strategy included running the offense through Gordon. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Perhaps the rest of this second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
What happened?
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season. He said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Smith checked in for the Magic. Hezonja comes in for Oladipo. And Miami with a change here, too. Winslow's checked in. And Whiteside sends it back.
Wow, still made it.
Shots good from Smith. Here's Dragic. He's got 5. To the wing on the left. Winslow, the pass to Bosch. From 18 feet away. And he gets it to go. Bosch has got 8 points here in this quarter.
I love his shot selection.
All right.
He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Smith, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Right wing. And Vucevic kicks to Payton.
Haha, still didn't make
It
it.
was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those.
No, the two.
C.J. Watson, he's checked in for the Magic.
Wow.
Josh
They always got to
is
take my
checked in
best
for
players
Miami.
out.
Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Second half of
We got
play, we're 3
Richardson
minutes into
and
the third
Drago.
here.
That's good.
Payton against Dragic. He dishes it to Johnson.
Johnson, you disappointed me right there.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best.
Oh no, he's still
guard
open.
of the class
Damn
early.
it.
But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
The Heat leading by 6.
Open the door.
Basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Richardson. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Richardson's got 6.
And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
And here they come. Here's Richardson. And he was fouled
God,
on the way out.
should have made that.
Now for him. It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Andrew Nicholson comes in for Nikola Vucevic.
What?
Jennings in for Elfrid Payton.
Is that bullshit?
Is cut down to just 8 points on the
I
bucket
hate
from
when they
Watson.
gotta do this.
Lazy defense on the glass.
Man.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my
Okay,
skin.
he's fine. Rich is fine.
By Miami. And it was
Thank
great to
you.
watch C.J.
Can I
Miles
get-
last
there we
season.
go.
Finally, Clark got some significant playing time.
Yeah, and took advantage of it with the Pacers having Paul George on the sidelines due to injury until late in the season. They got a nice lift and contribution from C.J. Miles.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Luol Deng is checked in for Josh McRoberts. Wash comes
Damn,
in for
boss.
Johnson. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Winslow. Watson dishes to Jennings. He kicks it to Nicholson. Six on the shot clock. Fades back. But they recover it. And it's Wade with the rebound. The Heat leading by 8. Here's Deng. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Nicholson kicks to Watson. That 3 off the mark.
And watching C.J. Watson last year, he showed he could take his game up a notch. Beat his career
God, Wade.
percentages across the board. Career high in rebounding, second best assist average as well. Unfortunate how he got the opportunity to play, but great that he took advantage of it.
And Dragic has it in the corner. 3-pointer. Count the bucket. Dragic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes,
Ooh.
then this game could.
Damn it, he was open. You were open, boy. But then I forget you're not Stephen Curry.
Gordon's checked in for Jason Smith. Marble comes in for Hizanya. And it's Oladipo in for C.J. Watson.
Okay, I gotta make the best of this. Wade. 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 Wade.
Shot is off.
Damn it.
Marble.
Yeah, missed that.
And offensively, a great. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Here's Dragic. On the floor for Miami. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade.
There we go.
Whiteside is out there with Johnson. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over.
No, you're not going anywhere.
In the second.
Crap.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. And yes, sir,
Crap.
that one drops.
And there's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great.
Dragic with it. Johnson outside. To the left side wing.
Nah, he's bad.
Lets it go with a 3. And that one's good.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
The Magic trail by 13. There's a good screen. Oladipo outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, I tell you what, that was a heck of a shot, Kevin, from Victor Oladipo.
Here's Wade. And he converts the layup. Wade's got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Outside, Dragic takes the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Almost made it, though.
Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Here's Vucevic. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. The Heat leading by 13. And it's Wade penetrating. Great that time from Vucevic.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Wade.
Wade, what the hell?
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Payton against Dragic. Here's Vucevic, and he drops in the layup. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight.
Come on, Gordon, stop.
And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint.
Oh, and the
defense
made
still
it.
continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
And the Heat making a change here. Nick Roberts has checked in.
Well, we know until last season the Heat had been the kings of the Southeast Division. They won 4 straight division titles, but all of that changed last season.
The Magic trail by 10. Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the three, or just taking it to the rack himself.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Skiles was going over with his team.
Oh.
He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
And the Magic making a change here. Smith has checked in. Oladipo with the ball. Now Stoudemire defending. And it's sent back by Bosch. 5 on the clock. Fournier passes to Smith. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
And, you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition opportunities start with his aggressive defense. Very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arms, to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running.
Here's Stoudemire. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 4 assists in the game. The Magic trail by 10. Oladipo dishes to Payton. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Oh. Talking about Goran Dragic, the one thing he has to be
that was lucky.
Is being over-aggressive on D. Reaching for steals makes you susceptible to blow-bys and escape dribbles, and that can lead to uncontested layups and dunks for your opponent.
Damn.
Can't get it to go.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Stoudemire kicks to Wade. The 3 from Bosch. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
That gives him his 2nd 3 of the half. 3 total for the game.
Yeah, dinosaur.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're behind by 10.
Oh yeah, they keep taking on somebody that I need in the team.
Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire.
What the hell is wrong with him?
Gordon the pass to Payton. Wade brings the double team. Here's Fournier. Miami grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Tries to keep it alive. Wade dishes to Buck. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And now it's a 12-point Heat lead.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Heat.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky points themselves.
Well, it's more than that, Kevin. I think the shot selection is good, too.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Wade. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Nicholson's checked in for Gordon. Marble comes in for Evan Fournier. Watson, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Jennings in for Elfrid Payton.
Oh, wow.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice
job
there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And stolen by Richardson. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. And the Heat lead by 14.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and
why would I
play
do
this
that?
well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
Brandon Jennings hits them both. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Now, here's Watson. It is covering. Now Watson. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Chris, tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Well, I mean, it's just energy and belief. It's the belief system. You know, we all work hard. I work extremely hard, and you know, when I can go out there and just play and don't think about it and play with energy, you know, good things happen.
Chris, congratulations. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. See you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Yeah. Drop it like it's hot.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade, who notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight. What are your thoughts, Shaq?
Well, he shows just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
Well, Dwayne Wade was at his best tonight, fellas. He's a ferocious competitor when he gets in the zone like that. That intensity on defense, those explosive moves to the rim, Dwayne Wade had it going on tonight.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
You too. What?